Greetings, my name is Kristen Sari, and I have spent the past 3.5 years of my life as a broadcast journalist serving active duty in the United States Air Force. My career in education has provided me with a plethora of experiences that I would like to share with you today. First, I would like to begin with my education. I recently received my associate's degree in mass communications from the Community College of the Air Force. After the completion of my current enrollment, I will have all the requirements for my bachelor's degree in psychology with a minor in communications. Additionally, I have also received technical training from the Defense Information School in broadcast journalism, radio production, and public relations. Finally, I have completed outside training courses in social media management and visual storytelling. As previously mentioned, my career in the Air Force has granted me wonderful opportunities in public relations. I have developed skills in the following areas: videography, interview techniques, media relations, and community relations. Slide whatever. First, I would like to talk about my experiences with videography, and more specifically, visual storytelling. Mainly, my job has been to create video products that have a military tie that is specific to the Air Force installation I am currently stationed at. The good news is that I've been able to find ways to create a military tie with a variety of stories. For example, I have interviewed a Korean War veteran who enlisted in the Air Force when he was just 15 years old. I've also created a product about a woman who lost her husband while he was deployed. Additionally, I have documented training and combat missions for the B-2 stealth bombers. In regards to the media relations field, I am currently the non-commissioned officer in charge of media relations for my office. This means I intercept any questions media outlets have in regards to happenings on the military installation, as well as arrange any media visits to the base. Another aspect of my career is community relations or public relations. I have been trained in facilitating base tours for the public, as well as assisting with presentations for key leaders in the area. In order to see actual products I've created, I've developed this collection of scenes from a variety of my video products. This cut from a video story is about the veteran I mentioned earlier. This gentleman was only 15 years old when he first enlisted to escape a life of homelessness, and he later found his home in the United States Air Force. This was a very short notice shoot, so I did not have a lot of time for B-roll to accompany him. Luckily, the family had laid out some photos on the kitchen table, so I used that for B-roll along with historical photographs. I've learned a lot about lighting since this product, but I did make a conscious effort to maintain yellow-colored lighting throughout the product because I felt it gave the warmth to the story. Let's take a look.
The Air Force started 25th of November 1947. I went in December the 17th. And when I went to Lackland, it says, through this portal walks the best men in the world. That was me.
The second clip I would like to share with you is a promotional video I created for our base honor guard. I often do not actually plan and produce shots. I usually just take what I've documented and cut it up to fit the needs of the video. This video was different from the others because I actually coordinated a mix of produced/planned shots with raw footage.
Serving in the Honor Guard is like a direct service to the people because you are there, you are involved. It's like the first, it could be the last impression you make on the people.
The third clip comes from my favorite video I've ever made in my career, and it was actually one of my first videos. When I first got this assignment to create this video for the 100th anniversary of the 13th Bomb Squadron, I was not super thrilled because I was worried it would be dry. I was able to reach out to current members of the squadron as well as past members and veterans, so there was a generational and timelessness to the product which made me start to fall in love with it. From there, I worked really hard on learning how to create the graphics you'll see in the beginning from scratch. I ended up spending so much time on this piece I couldn't help but fall in love with it.
The 13th started on June 14th, 1917. There's one story of a pilot who takes off and flies, and the crew chief lights the fires about 2 hours later, and sometimes they wouldn't come back. And this crew chief kept the fires burning all through the night for 5 hours. The morning's fog covered, and all of a sudden they hear the engine of a SPAD. And if that crew chief didn't keep those fires burning, then he wouldn't have made it back.
Finally, I would like to show you this quick segment from the more common videos I create. We frequently make short videos that are made for social media. This was a fun one that allowed me to instill some humor into the piece. The most important aspect of any video product I make is to ensure elements of storytelling. Telling a person's story is a huge responsibility, and nothing in my career has been more rewarding than hearing from people I have interviewed telling me how much they appreciate me taking the time to tell their story. I will be leaving the military soon, but hope to continue to develop my craft. I'm especially interested in documentary filmmaking and hope to develop those skills outside of the military. Thank you and have a wonderful day.